Hey everybody, Vader Saber 1984 here, also known as that drunk guy and his bullshit opinion. Let's do something a little bit different today. Let's talk about something a little bit different. Uh, I've talked about music, I've talked about wrestling, politics, video games, Star Wars. Let's talk about another passion of mine that I really love and I'm really good at, and that's called poker. Okay? No limit hold'em poker. Now, before I get into that, let's go ahead and do the normal. Grab yourself a smoke. Grab yourself a drink. Grab onto your balls, your boobs, your butts, whatever the hell you got, because here we go. Okay, so normally when I go on a rant, it's when something is extremely stupid and or I am extremely passionate about. I don't have my rig set up or anything like that. It's just me today, so we'll try and keep this short and simple and right to poker. The game of No Limit Hold'em. Everybody buys in for chips. Everybody gets 2 cards. 5 cards are dealt out as community. 2 burn cards, or 3 burn cards technically. If you don't know how to play Hold'em, you're missing out. But it's No Limit Hold'em. This is a free game to buy into. Okay, and I stopped playing at this bar many years ago because of the just outrageously shitty players that play. Which are known as donkey players. A donkey is somebody that plays the absolute worst hand and bets really big no matter what. Whether they go all in or whether they double chip stack you and you're sitting with a really good hand and they win with a 5-8. Really? I folded this hand and you didn't even pair on the board, you just bought it? Now, in poker, that's called a good bettor. That's actually called, somebody with a good eye. But in the actual game of cards, when those people only play shitty fucking hands that are not suited, not connected, and just whatever, they play whatever hands, those are called donkeys. Now, moving on from that. Now, you would think a free table, a free game, and if you get first place, I think you get whether it's like $100 bar cash credit, I don't know, whatever it was, I didn't ask. Second place gets like a $25 gift certificate to the bar, food, whatever. So in the state of Texas, gambling is illegal, so you cannot trade money in hand. So it's sign up, free stack, you play. Made it to the final table, and I think there was only 5 of us left, because the girl next to me that was ahead of me left. That would have made 6, I believe. So anywho, get to the first hand, fold it out. Get to the second hand, fold it out. No, take that back. Get the second hand, and I bought it with an over. So I bet over and over, and bought the hand, even though I had a good set of cards. It goes around another hand. I fold. Comes back another round to where I'm actually in the big blind, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to waste my big blind. I got pocket queens. Pocket queens is a really good hand. It's not aces, it's not kings, but it's queens. So you're right up there in the 75% range for a pocket pair, depending on what the flop came out. So the flop comes out king 5 3. Well, I mean, I don't have a king, but I'm going to bet everybody out because I got a pocket pair. I got to protect it. So I go over top and I bet 40,000. All right, fold, all the way around. One person calls. I said, okay. All right, here comes the turn. Next turn comes, I think, a 6. So if somebody was really on a straight draw, because it would be on him to bet, he would have bet really high and big. He checks, meaning, no, it's up to you. All right, I check back. Here comes the river, which was my mistake for not betting big on that one. But here comes the river. River comes out, and I go, all right, I'm going to do another 40,000 because there ain't shit on the board that's matching. There's no way for a flush. There's no way for a straight. I'll go ahead and bet another 40,000. And he goes, how much you got? I go, oh, no, wait, this was the turn. This wasn't the river. This was the turn. I go, well, just match me because I'll call you. And he goes, all right, call. And he flips over a 5-8. And I go, who the fuck calls with that shit? You have a 5 on the board? Boom. Here goes my pocket queens. I got you out kicked, out beat. Here comes the river, an 8. He hit an 8 on the river. Fucking river rat. Who plays a 5-8 offsuit? Donkeys. Pieces of shit players that don't know. They just get lucky. He beat me. So I was probably second place in chip stack, and he was probably first. I just doubled him up. Yeah. Really kicked in the nuts, man. Another 5th place, I guess it was. 4th, 5th place, whatever it may have been. Shuffleboard tournament last Saturday. I got 5th place. So, yeah, you make it to the final bracket, but you just fucking lose. And it is a kick to the damn nuts. Ugh. So, this goes to all you lucky motherfuckers right here. And this goes to all you motherfuckers that don't know how to play and just play shit. Fuck you. Learn to play the game. As I was taught back in, good God, the early 2000s. You play suited connectors or high suited connectors or pocket high and above. That's it. That's all you play. If you're playing and betting pre-flop. Now, if you're in the blind, you know what? You can try it. You're not going to fold your blind. You're just, you get to see the flop. If you're big blind, if nobody bets over, fine. Well, these motherfuckers are going in on the stupidest shit. So it really irks me when the way I was taught, the way I was brought up on playing the game, the etiquette is, yes, everybody that has a chip has a place. Everybody has a hand. But there are shitty fucking lucky players that will go in pre-flop or flop because they hit a shitty pair and just get lucky. That's why No Limit Hold'em is the hardest game, because there's so many swings in it. It's a tough game. It's a fun game. But you gotta know who you're playing with and how they play. If I were to go to Vegas and play the exact same hand that I got beat with, I would be monster stacked out in one hand. Monster stacked. Because 9 times out of 10, everybody that plays in Vegas professionally only plays high cards, suited connectors, pocket pairs, or after the pre-flop, or after flop, they play their hand. They never go in with 5-8 offsuit. Not pre-flop. They just don't. Not on a huge bet like that. So, Doyle Brunson always bet 10 deuce, but he would wait till after the flop. So, to me, it's just shitty fucking players, you know. Do they win all the time? Probably about 50%. because they play that garbage. Because it's not real money. It's just a friendly game that you get bar credit. But if I were to go sit down with my buddy, the motherfucking Punisher, in Seguin, Texas, and sit down in a real cash game in South Texas, and play that 5-8 or 5 deuce offset bullshit, or 7 deuce offset, if I were to play that, I would get busted every damn hand. Why? Because they play for real money, and I'm just playing for a free bar voucher. Oh, hey, you get $100 worth of food, or you get $100 worth of drinks. Thanks. There are some underground tables, but I don't have that kind of scratch. So, point being behind this, I'm going to keep it underneath 15, is, you know what? There are shitty people in this world that play shitty hands of cards. Whether it's the life of cards, the game of life, and they play a shitty hand, but they act big and bad and big stacked. And then there's that one person that sits back with a nice little stack going, well, yeah, I'm a pretty good person. I'm going to bet on myself. And guess who normally wins nowadays in this world? The piece of shit that didn't have a hand to give anybody. Just got lucky. Goes along the lines of, it's not what you know and how hard you work, it's who you know. It's not how good the hand is that you were dealt, it's how much you get lucky. I take offense to that, but that's the world it is today. So, we'll keep it nice and short. Vader Saber 1984, also known as that drunk guy and his bullshit opinion. And the last thing I want to say is, if anybody watches this, I'm going to do another community poll. All right, so you have to go to my page on YouTube, and you have to go to the poll, and you have to vote. I'm going to put another topic about what to talk about next time. And I want y'all to vote, okay? So you go to my videos, you watch, and then you go to that drunk guy and his bullshit opinion community, because I can't put it on my normal page, and vote on it. Thanks, follow, subscribe. Love you.